Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Neck. We have got live tournament action coming at you right now on MLG Zelnaga Caverns. We have got LIRZergGrizzVsCrusher versus Crusher. Crusher doing pretty stinking well in his 4-gate in the last round. Doing a really good job, so I'm kind of excited to see what he's got for us in this matchup. And I do have Shakoi on the line with me. He's going to be helping me cast this game. Shakoi, what do you have to say for yourself, buddy?
Hello, hello, hello. Favorite map, favorite matchup, and LIRZergGrizzVs beat the guy that I thought had a potential possibility of winning the whole thing, so now I get a chance to watch him, and that would be pretty exciting.
Yeah, yep, pretty exciting. This is going to be tons of fun.
Look at that APM, man.
Yeah.
That's
It's
fun.
not too bad. Average 170. Pretty good, actually. So, yeah, LIRZergGrizzVs are working pretty hard. Now, he was in the last tournament. Did you get to... you weren't here, actually, for the last one, were you?
No, I've just heard things.
He did pretty good. So,
I'm surprised that Allie beat him. I mean, she's been out. No one knows who Allie is, obviously, but she's a good player,
yeah.
and I'm surprised she took him out.
Yeah. Wish she was here in the tournament today. We're definitely missing Allie and Hulkster.
Definitely.
But, I mean, let's take a look here. I'm trying to think if there's any suggestions I can make. LIRZergGrizzVs looks like he's doing okay. That's pretty good timing there for his spawning pool. I don't know much about this wall off here for Crusher, though.
Well, you know what it will probably be is he could probably put his core on the right side of the pylon to block off, and then just have one spot right in front of his gateway.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like it'll be
assuming
okay.
that's what he's going to do, then that's understandable to me. But
Yeah. Hopefully it works.
the thing that's bothering me is that he was a little late on getting probes out. He should be getting his gas right now.
Yeah.
That
Needs to
you
get that
lose the
gas
probe.
saturated. Uh-oh, and there goes the cybernetics. And so there's this little wall off. It's going to have the 1 unit space there between the cybernetics core and the pylon.
LIRZergGrizzVs tried to turn his gas spot into whatever they call it for Zerg. I'm just gonna call it an assimilator because I play Protoss. I'm surprised he just didn't go to the next gas spot. I don't know why he just sat there and attacked, unless he wasn't paying attention.
Yeah. Well, Crusher here has got idle probes. There it goes. Waiting for the assimilator to finish. Not usually a very good idea, but that's okay. Ooh, that Zealot going in for the kill. That's not too bad. He's just a little bit behind on his cybernetics core. He's not started that warp gate technology yet. And that is partially because... Well, oh, there he goes.
That's very strange.
What's that?
Well, I don't understand his placement of the Protoss player. It's kind of like everything's got to be right there on his ramp, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know why he just doesn't put a pylon somewhere in the back of his base, maybe in the top area, in case there's an overlord just peeking in.
Yeah. And he's got both of those units, that Stalker and the Zealot, on hold position. It looks like they'll be able to block a run by. However, LIRZergGrizzVs is using his Zerglings for scouting information. We'll see if he's going to poke this guy up the ramp that's cruising across the field here.
Not bad play by him. I mean, he's already got a second. He's doing very well on his energy. His APM is consistently being averaged around 97. He's got a second queen out. So that'll spread some creep before he transfers it probably down to the bottom to start making larvae on that second hatchery.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not bad play. It looks like he's really got a pretty good build order. I mean, here we are approaching the 6-minute mark, and he is, like you say, in pretty good position.
If I was him, I would just drone up like crazy. I don't think he sees any threat from his Protoss player at the moment.
Right. Now, the Protoss player does have a lot of Chrono Boost energy kind of sitting around. He is getting his robotics, so hopefully he'll be using that energy on his robotics facility. I'm guessing he's going to try and get some Immortals in this army.
His gateway technology finished, and then he built a sentry. Instead of just turning it into a warp gate. Ay, ay, ay. 2 gas. I wonder if he's going to go... Okay, he's going to go Roach. That's interesting.
Roach. Yes, he is. There's the Roach Warren. He does have the Zergling speed almost completed here.
You know, one thing I would see, especially my practice partner would do, if he saw that he's just one basing like that, I would just get another third. Why not?
Yeah,
You know?
I mean, here at the 7-minute mark, if your opponent is not expanded at this point, it is probably relatively safe for a Zerg player to go ahead and take their third. I think you're absolutely right there.
Especially if I scouted in the beginning that he was doing poorly on his gas production, he would, even if he was trying to go tech, he sure wouldn't be able to be getting it that quickly.
Right.
He's going to start poking with that Overlord in the top, see exactly what he's seeing, and at that point, in my mind, 100% sure, I would say expand.
Right, and he could probably even go for the gold at this point. His opponent is clearly going to be sticking to one base here. What is he doing? Oh, my goodness. Why is he attacking this pylon? Why? Why?
I don't think his Immortal can get in.
No, it can.
Oh,
He didn't have to kill that.
Well, you know, people do the darnest things. A one-base Colossus versus a evolution chamber, double evolution chamber over at the Zerg player's base.
ZergGrizz is setting himself up to win this game here.
No question.
Yeah, one base Colossus is tough to do, especially now that it's being scouted. I mean, ZergGrizz is going to say to himself, okay, I can probably stomp him right now if I moved out across the map. So he might macro up an army right now, or he could go ahead and take double base and get out, I don't know, Broodlords. You know, double expand at this point. Go for Broodlords and...
I don't even think Broodlord is the way to go versus Colossus anymore.
Well, it's not, but I mean, I'm just saying that he can tech to whatever he wants at this point and go straight to late game.
ZergGrizz's got an idle queen. There's natural. I'm curious to know what it's doing over there, just saving energy, taking a breather, taking a smoke break.
Yeah, but speaking of saving energy, we have not seen a chrono boost off this Nexus for Crusher. Since his last chrono boost on his warp gate technology. And here he is moving out across the map. This is definitely being scouted since he's killing an Overlord. I don't know. This seems like a bad timing attack right now.
Sounds like a desperate attack.
Yeah.
It screams to me, I'm scared. I need to try to do something attack.
Right. Yep, and usually what I think a good advice for you, Crusher, is going to be that, you know, right around the 7-minute mark, if you're going 3-gate robo, if you haven't already put on some pressure, then go ahead and take an expansion. You're going to be relatively safe. You'll have enough gas and energy on your sentries to, you know, to be able to defend with some good force field placement. But this attack is not going to go well for you right now.
Not at all. You should have expanded and held off that attack.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, counterattack right now would be brutal. And you know what's funny? You'll notice about lower level players that maybe even Crusher can take some advice on this. A lot of players get focused on, okay, I'm about to attack, so I'm going to focus all my mind strength and my concentration on that attack.
Right.
But what ends up happening, and it hurts them, is, okay, my attack failed, I'm done with that, let's go back to the base. Okay, now I need to build a Colossus, now I need to get my Thermal Lance, I have like a bajillion dollars in minerals and gas that have just been sitting here, now I'm going to work it. It's like if you were doing all this with hotkeys while you were fighting, then by the time you went back to your base, if you really have to pay attention, if you're not one of those multitasking people, you at least would have the stuff being built or rallied or something.
Yep. It's a great point. And so, I mean, I think the best takeaway so far here for a Crusher is stay on top of unit production, stay on top of your game strategy. I mean, if your Zerg opponent is not going to put pressure on you, you need to be macroing up. You need to be taking an expansion at appropriate time. You need to be building a substantial army and unit producing structure so that you can reinforce that army when necessary. I mean, that's the way Protoss is really supposed to be played, you know? I mean, you kind of sit back and make it happen, right?
He really needs to expand.
Right, and now these extra gateways, not only is he not going to be able to support them, but he's running out of minerals in his main, and that is resources spent that he cannot recover. When there goes an expansion, a little bit late, but that's okay. At least he's taking an expansion now. Now he will be able to support that, assuming his opponent lets him live, who is taking his third base right now. Which for LIRZergGriz, I mean, this would be some same. I mean, it's the same advice for him. While he has done better in this matchup, he needs to stay on top of his economy a little bit better too.
Mm-hmm.
So.
If I was LIRZergGriz right now, I would finish getting my pathogen glands, and then I would just get neural parasite. Got to go. So I tried to push.
Well, that was nice. He gave his opponent a warning. I am cruising out across the map right now to try and stomp you. Here comes the attack. He does have Colossus with Thermal Lance.
His infestors are just waiting.
Mm-hmm. And there's the GG from Crusher, and out he goes. Looks like he got into a time crunch. Not a big deal. We are going to put our other player that Crusher was supposed to play in this matchup, and put him, not in this particular matchup. Or no, maybe we should make him play LIRZergGriz. I guess we can't do that. We've got to try and find a way to get that guy back into the tournament, but I just don't think there's a way to do it at this point. However, thank you guys for coming out. Thank you guys for watching. Don't alt-tab. Always alt-StarCraft. We'll see you guys next time.